Did you know that high cholesterol is one of the leading causes of heart problems? What's even more alarming is that many people have no idea that diet plays a key role in controlling it. But don't worry, because today we're going to clear this up once and for all. In this video, I'll show you exactly which foods to avoid to keep your cholesterol levels in check and, more importantly, reveal which ones you can enjoy guilt-free while taking care of your health and still savoring your meals. This isn't about radical diets or cutting everything out of your life, but rather about making smarter choices. I'll share practical, easy-to-apply tips for your daily routine so you can transform your eating habits without suffering. Stay with me until the end, because besides learning, you could be taking the first step toward transforming your health for good. Let's go! When we talk about high cholesterol, saturated and trans fats are the main culprits. These fats are known to increase LDL, the infamous bad cholesterol, which can build up in the arteries and cause serious heart problems. The question you might be asking yourself now is, where are these fats hiding in your daily life? You'll find them in ultra-processed foods like stuffed cookies, chips, ready-made cakes, and margarine. Even seemingly innocent options like microwave popcorn or packaged bread can contain small amounts of trans fats. The problem is that, when added up throughout the day, your intake might be higher than you think. But how can you avoid this? The first tip is simple: read labels. If you see terms like hydrogenated vegetable fat or partially hydrogenated, it's a red flag. These ingredients indicate the presence of trans fats. Additionally, prioritize fresh and natural foods that haven't gone through chemical processing. Now let's talk about good fats. If you're looking for healthier options, extra virgin olive oil is an amazing choice. Not only does it replace bad fats, but it also offers heart health benefits. However, portion control is important. 1 tablespoon per meal is enough to balance health and flavor. Simple substitutions like these make all the difference. Avoiding saturated and trans fats is the first step to reducing bad cholesterol, and the best part is that it doesn't mean giving up delicious meals. Small choices can lead to big results, and throughout this video, I'll show you how that's entirely possible. When it comes to cholesterol, red meat is always a controversial topic. After all, do you need to cut it out completely? The answer might surprise you. It's not necessary to eliminate red meat, but rather to consume it intelligently. The issue isn't necessarily the meat itself, but the type of cut we choose and how often we eat it. Fatty cuts like brisket, ribs, or high-fat ground beef can contribute to higher LDL, bad cholesterol. However, lean cuts like sirloin, tenderloin, and round steak are great options that provide protein and nutrients without excess saturated fat. Here's another important point. It's crucial to vary your protein sources. You can include legumes like beans, lentils, and chickpeas, which are not only rich in protein, but also help control cholesterol levels thanks to their high fiber content. But how can you balance all of this? Limit red meat consumption to 2 or 3 times per week, and whenever possible, pair it with fiber-rich vegetables like broccoli or spinach. This helps reduce cholesterol absorption in the body. Remember, red meat doesn't have to be your enemy, but rather an ally if you make conscious choices. Moving on, I'll demystify other foods that raise a lot of questions like eggs. Are they really as bad as people say? Let's find out. Now let's talk about a food that sparks a lot of debate: eggs. For a long time, they were considered dietary villains, accused of raising cholesterol and harming heart health. But is that really true? The good news is that recent studies show that, for most people, moderate egg consumption doesn't significantly increase blood cholesterol levels. In fact, eggs are an incredible source of nutrients. Egg whites are packed with high-quality protein, essential for building and repairing body tissues. The yolk, besides being delicious, is loaded with vitamins like A, D, E, and K, as well as minerals like iron and zinc. So, how can you enjoy the benefits of eggs without worry? The key lies in moderation and balancing them with the rest of your diet. For most people, eating up to 1 egg a day is considered safe. However, remember that every body is unique. If you have high cholesterol or other health conditions, it's important to consult a healthcare professional or nutritionist. One tip is to prepare eggs healthily. Avoid frying them in saturated oils or butter. Opt for boiled, poached, or scrambled eggs with a drizzle of olive oil. And why not pair them with fiber-rich foods like vegetables or whole grain bread? This helps further control cholesterol levels. See how eggs can be allies rather than enemies? Now that we've debunked this myth, let's move on and talk about dairy. Are they friends of our health? Let's find out in the next section. It's time to talk about dairy products, another group of foods that raises questions about cholesterol. Do you need to cut them out of your life to stay healthy? The answer is no, as long as you know how to choose the right ones. The issue with dairy lies in its full-fat versions, which are high in saturated fats and can contribute to increased LDL, bad cholesterol. But that doesn't mean you have to give up milk, cheese, or yogurt. Just opt for low-fat or fat-free versions, which offer the same essential nutrients like calcium and vitamin D without the excess fat. And what about cheese? Yellow cheeses like cheddar and Parmesan are high in fat and salt, so it's best to consume them in moderation. Go for lighter options like ricotta and cottage cheese. Another important tip is to watch out for yogurts. Many store-bought yogurts, even the seemingly healthy ones, are loaded with sugar and fat. The ideal choice is plain or Greek yogurt without added sugar, which you can sweeten with fruits or honey. To enjoy dairy in moderation, limit consumption to small daily portions. For example, a cup of skim milk at breakfast or a slice of white cheese as a snack is enough to reap the benefits without harming cholesterol levels. Now that we know how dairy can support health, let's explore the next food group that sparks debate. Seafood. Do they help or hinder cholesterol control? Let's find out. Seafood often raises doubts regarding cholesterol. Do they help or harm? They can be both allies and foods to consume in moderation, depending on the type and quantity. Let's start with the more controversial ones, like shrimp and squid. These types of seafood do contain cholesterol, but their impact on LDL, bad cholesterol, is minimal, especially when compared to the saturated and trans fats in ultra-processed foods. This means you don't have to eliminate them completely, but it's essential to consume them in moderation and opt for healthier preparation methods, like grilling or steaming, instead of frying. Now the true heroes, fatty fish. Salmon, tuna, sardines, and mackerel are rich in omega-3, a good fat that helps increase HDL, good cholesterol, and protect the heart. Studies show that including these fish in your diet reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases. But how can you make the most of seafood's benefits? Choose simple preparations like baked or stewed dishes, avoiding high-sodium seasonings. Pair seafood with fiber-rich vegetables such as spinach or broccoli to balance the meal and support cholesterol control. By making these choices, you can enjoy the flavor and nutritional benefits of seafood without compromising your health. Now that we've unraveled the mystery of seafood, let's talk about foods that can truly save your heart and boost your HDL, good cholesterol. You'll be surprised by the options. If we've talked about what to avoid or consume in moderation so far, now it's time to discover the foods that can save your health and even help boost your HDL, which protects the heart. And the best part? These foods are affordable and easy to include in your daily routine. Let's start with avocado. Despite being rich in fats, it's an excellent source of monounsaturated fats, which help reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise HDL. A tip: consume about 1/4 to 1/2 avocado per day, and remember not to overdo it as it's quite caloric. Another powerful group includes nuts, almonds, and walnuts. These small seeds are rich in good fats and also contain fiber, which helps control cholesterol. But be careful, a handful around 30 grams per day is enough to bring benefits without going overboard on calories. What about seeds like chia and flaxseed? They're rich in omega-3, just like fatty fish, and contain soluble fibers that help reduce cholesterol absorption in the intestines. Add a tablespoon to yogurt, smoothies, or even salads. Why do these foods work? They not only help balance cholesterol, but also contain antioxidants and nutrients that combat inflammation and promote overall heart health. The good news is that these foods can be combined in various ways. For example, a salad with avocado, nuts, and chia seeds is practical, nutritious, and delicious. By including these items in your routine, you'll not only be taking care of cholesterol, but also strengthening your heart. Now that we know how to choose the right foods, how about learning to combine them with an active lifestyle? In the next section, I'll show you how diet and physical activity form an unbeatable duo for heart health. Now that we've talked about which foods to avoid and which to include in your diet, it's time to remember that diet alone doesn't work miracles. To achieve the best results in cholesterol control, physical activity is an essential ally. Regular exercise helps increase HDL, good cholesterol, and lower LDL, bad cholesterol. Additionally, staying active improves circulation, reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases, and even offers mental health benefits. But what can you do in practice? The ideal is to accumulate at least 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week. This can be divided into 5 30-minute sessions, such as brisk walks, cycling, or even dancing. If you prefer something more intense, like running or weightlifting, 75 minutes per week is enough to reap the benefits. A powerful tip is to combine exercise with the right foods. For example, eating a handful of nuts before your workout can provide energy, while consuming fatty fish after exercise aids muscle recovery. Remember, the secret is consistency. A healthy diet and regular exercise are an unbeatable duo for keeping your heart strong and cholesterol levels in check. Now that you know how to combine these two forces, let's wrap up the video with some final tips. So, what did you think of these tips? Now you know that controlling cholesterol doesn't mean cutting out everything you enjoy, but rather making smart and balanced choices. A healthy diet combined with physical exercise is the key to taking care of your heart and living a better quality of life. If this content helped you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And share this information with someone who needs it. Your health and that of your loved ones can start to change with small decisions today. See you in the next video.